Unboxing this Amazon package I had ordered a few months ago. Expected a paperback, but I actually got a hardcover. Thought I made a mistake, but turns out I had actually ordered as a hardcover. Also, it is a papergram. It's not a dookie. So yeah, overall, I'm not complaining. I got a good book with a good quality pages, and I cannot wait to read the book.
What a dramatic ass shadow. See how its head whips like, where is it? Where is it? Alone at last.
Never ask a woman her secret, never ask a man his skincare routine, and never ask me when am I going to make my comeback. I turned off the fan because it was affecting the camera. Also, if I look weird, it's because I woke up with an uneven eyelid. So I ghosted January, missed February, skipped through March, slept through April, dissociated in May, and now it is June. So I'm trying to get my life back, and it is a temporary setback, obviously.
Temporary setback. It's a momentary loss. But conveniently, my ego doesn't bruise.
Today I'm going to get my haircut. Have been growing out my bangs for the past 5-6 months, and it is up to my chin like this. So but I'm a little scared because I don't want to walk out looking like Salman Khan from Ternam. So let's see how I ends up looking like. I downloaded some picture from Pinterest to print out and decorate my room. So let's go to the printing shop. So I just came back and I print out a bunch of poster to decorate on my this side of the wall, which is pretty bland right now. It is a bunch of character which I find it very relatable and identified with, like Fleabag and Amelie, which is one of my favorite movie of all time. Lynn Rider, which is one of my crush of all time. Winnie the Pooh. I love Winnie the Pooh. I find it very relatable. And I even have Winnie the Pooh character Piglet keychain on my bag. Like Piglet. Can you see Piglet? A lot of people assume that my favorite Barbie movie is The Princess and the Pauper. It is not. It is Barbie as the Island Princess. In fact, growing up, my sister and I used to have most of the dolls from the early 2000s Barbie series, like the Princess and the Pauper. My sister used to have the Princess doll, and I used to have the Pauper doll. We had the Sonic doll, but I was the evil kid from the Toy Story because I color most of my Barbie hair, deactivated their heads, break off their legs, and I fed my Princess Charm School doll to my dog Kiku. I had to throw her out. I only have her dress and her shoe with me. I love Island Princess growing up so much that what's the word? I memorize most of their songs, and now I wait, and I'm going to decorate it on my wall. So let's see how it goes. I bought masking tape from the stationery. So let's begin. I was in the middle of cutting the white portion to paste it on the other side of the wall, but my mother is calling for dinner.
Hour later.
Okay, I came back. I'm going to paste this poster on this side of the wall. It is the poster I printed out last year, so it has a little bit of creases because it is old. So let's see how it goes. So I read a quote that said just because you technically have the time doesn't mean you have the brain space. When I journal, I feel like some experiences are so layered in emotions and subtle nuances that words fall short. The moment you try to translate a lived experience into your journal, something always gets lost in translation. I feel like you cannot fully capture the overwhelming feeling with the same intensity, and it comes out sounding forced. You get what I mean? Because you might over dramatize it or underplay it because you are too close to it, or maybe you are afraid of sounding self-pitying, and maybe you exaggerate the wrong part or ignore the important one because it's too confusing and too hard to explain in a linear way. So you are left to balance between honesty and clarity, between being vulnerable and coherence. Even when you try to be as truthful as possible, memory is still slippery. Your emotion can change over time. So writing can feel limiting when you are trying to express something that is deeply personal to you. So ultimately, it's not just about getting the facts down, it's about doing justice to how it felt. And I think that can be the hardest part. If you have stayed this far, thank you so much for watching this video. Good day or good night wherever you are. See you next time. Bye.